Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing good at home. Okay, today we will start our English lesson for class 3 students. That is the next poem. The title of the poem is The Rainbow. It is written by Christina Rossetti. So I will read and explain it to you. Okay? Boats sail on the rivers and ships sail on the seas. But clouds that sail across the sky are prettier than these. You all know boats they sail on the rivers, means on the water, where water is there, boats sail. And bigger than the boats, that is the ship, they sail on the seas. But the clouds that we see in the sky, that appears, that is more prettier than the boats and the ships. There are bridges on the rivers as pretty as you please. But the bow that bridges heaven and over the trees, overtops the trees, and builds a road from earth to sky is prettier far than this. Then next, here the writer is talking about the bridges. You all know bridges. You must have seen bridges, especially over the rivers. There are bridges and water running under the bridge. So here the bridge also looks pretty, looks beautiful, but the rainbow that is seen over the sky, means over tops the trees, that is appearing more beautiful than the bridges. And this rainbow is dividing the earth and the sky. So this is a small poem about the rainbow. You all know about the rainbow. It has 7 colors and it appears very beautiful. So from this poem you have some word meanings you have to learn. And here I have written the word meanings. The first one is sail. Sail means to float. Second one, across. Across means on the other side. Then third one, prettier. Prettier means more beautiful. Then next one, bridges. Bridges means a structure across a river. Then fifth one is heaven, and heaven is the place of God. Next, overtops. Overtops means over the trees, over the mountains, over the hills. You can say like that. Then last one is far. Far means not near. So this is the word meanings. You have to learn it properly. Plus the poem, you have to by heart it. Next, we will see the book by exercises. Let us start with the question answer, the A part. The first question is, where do the boats sail? The answer is, the boats sail on the rivers. Then second question, what sails across the sky? The answer, the clouds sails across the sky. Then third one, what bridges heaven? The answer is, the rainbow bridges the heaven. Next, fourth one, name the poet of the poem. The answer is Christina Rossetti. Then next, coming to your C part, that is the true or false. Your first one is false, second one true, third one true, and fourth one false. Okay, next students, coming to your page number 20, the F part, the question is, rewrite these sentences by using capital letters and full stop. You see in this sentence, this is incorrect sentence. There is no capital letter, there is no full stop. So you have to make this sentence correct sentence, okay? So how is, Mumbai is a big city. Here no capital, no full stop. So you have to make correct sentence, okay? So here Mumbai, this is a place name. So always starting with capital. Mumbai is a big city, then full stop. So this is the correct sentence, complete with full stop. Then next sentence. The The gateway of India is in Mumbai. So how it will be? The capital, gateway of I capital is in Mumbai, M capital. Then full stop. This is the correct sentence. Then next, I love to write poems. So I capital, then love to write poems, then full stop. So like this, 3 I have already explained, and the rest you have to do it by yourself. Okay, next we will see about subject and predicate. What is subject and predicate? You all know sentence, it has 2 parts, okay? Sentence, it is having 2 parts. One is subject and the other is predicate. This subject is what? Naming part, okay? Naming part is called subject, and action part is called the predicate. Anything that you name, that is the subject, it becomes, then the action that is going on, that is the predicate. Example here, Ravi is playing. Ravi is playing. Here subject is Ravi and is playing is the predicate. Like this, in your book, the G part, it is given underline subjects in the given sentences. So your first question. A policeman wears a uniform. This is the sentence. So in this sentence you have to separate the subject and the predicate. So here, a policeman is your subject and wears a uniform, that is the predicate. So like this, the rest of the questions you have to do it by yourself. Here in your question, only subject is given to underline. So you underline only the subject, the predicate you leave it as it is. So in your B part,